I'm sure you remember where you were when you got the news Nick Saban was retiring. For me, it feels like as an Alabama fan, it's similar to everyone remembers that we're on 9/11 or, it's one of those major events as a fandom. Where Nick were when you got that news. What was the next 24 hours for you as a journalist, right? Because as a fan, we're just losing our mind and freaking out. Like what was the next 24 hours for you like?
Oh boy, it's kind of you suppress some of that information and just don't think about it because it was so chaotic. It really was, and you knew it was going to happen at some point. You kind of expected as long as I was going to stay on this beat, I was going to be covering Nick Saban's retirement, and we prepared for that. We prepared for that scenario, but it still doesn't feel real until it actually happens. And it frankly didn't feel real that day, and I think most fans can attest to that as well. Like you knew it was a possibility. He's in his 70s. People can't do it forever, nor should they. I mean, they should be able to enjoy their spoils from their success a little bit. So you knew it was going to happen, but at the same time, when that actually hit, when that Chris Lowe tweet hit from ESPN's own, it just was surreal and kind of that. Oh my goodness, what is? I mean, like you don't even almost think about what the next 24 hours or the next 72 hours, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months are going to be like, but you just know in the back of your mind that a bunch of work is about to occur. And I was on the phone with my father-in-law, who you alluded to before. He was Cecil Hurt's good friend, and I got the notifications on my watch, kind of thing. And seeing that, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have to go! Nick Saban's retiring." And he didn't. My father-in-law didn't believe me, but I hung up and he found out. And so yeah, it was pretty chaotic. And really, it's just trying to get a handle on okay, what just happened. The first step was trying to figure out if it was true, right? I mean, not that I had any reason to doubt Chris, but uh, it's just a case of good journalism of making sure that it's accurate, and it was, and so confirming that information, finding out things like the fact that he was interviewing candidates that day for openings on his staff, which is pretty wild. Learning that in the couple hours after that, and so just talking to people that or around the program, around the facility, around college football, trying to get a sense of like what is happening right now, what interest is there, and yeah, I think the Dane Landing stuff came out that night. I mean, it's definitely within the first 24 hours, and it was a case of okay, trying to figure out if there's any truth to that, which there was not. He was not in Tuscaloosa, but trying to figure out just who's a possibility, who could take this job, who would want this job. So you're working the phones, you're just trying to glean anything you can. And I think I would be much better prepared today than I was even back in 2023 because I was only a couple years on the beat at that point. So yeah, it was just a chaotic point and just a surreal and chaotic. I think are the words, Owen, that I keep coming back to that stand out the most because it was totally those two things.